Oh, I'm here now. John Tyler Browning backup account. Hello, favorite Metallica album, mine's Ride the Lightning. There you go. Hello, Craig Gill. Have I said that right? Gill? Gilly? What's up, Vinylizer? Hello, mate. Hello. I haven't done one of these for a few weeks. They're all live. Hi, Jack Ratton. Hello. How's everyone? Hi, Slash Dude. To be quite honest, I haven't bought any records for quite a while. Most of mine have been VCLT since 2019. And normally I get them through my friends as well. Hi, Kevin. Hello, mate. Hello, Tim. Hello, dude. How are you guys? Are you getting the early years Def Leppard box set? Hopefully, if I can, yeah. If it's not too expensive, no, I will definitely get it at some point, Jack. So, any questions out there, just ask away. I've just decided to come on in the last few minutes. I went, right, I'm just going to do live. I've got nothing much to talk about unless you ask me something. I've just posted a video to do with the poll and the voting, and thanks to everyone who's done voting. Craig's put, have you heard the new Ozzy album? Yes, I have. Well, not all of it, but I've heard probably about 8 songs off of it. But I just listened to it on YouTube. Just watch my new video, Tim. Thank you, mate. If any of you guys want to go to my community section and vote for your favorite Ozzy album, and put in the comments below what your top 5 are, but obviously out the ones I've done, because I've done the first 5 albums, which are the 80s albums. So when's the Judas Priest video coming? I'll be making a copper. Do you know what? I said on my post that I was going to wait till the end of the month to do these results, and I'm not going to. I just decided no, I'm going to do it weekly. So I'm going to put on a poll and do it the following week. Waiting a whole month or 2 weeks is just too much. I get too excited about putting the video up. So, but I will go back and see some of the old voting and see how it's changed, because I made a note at the time of videoing it of what they were, and then we'll see in a couple of weeks' time the original Def Leppard video with Hysteria, Adrenalize, Higher and Dry, and so on, and see how that's changed in the past couple of weeks since, well, is it about a week since I did the video, I think, or 2. So we'll see what it's like, and I'll keep doing that when things change. So the Judas Priest video, Kevin, I will do maybe later tonight or tomorrow. So favorite Ozzy album is Blizzard of Oz. That's from John Tyler Browning. John Tyler Browning, such a shame that your account, you cannot comment on it, mate. I went on it and I was like trying to put a comment up and it doesn't let you. Craig Gilly, I really like the album myself. I was just jamming it in my car earlier today. Oh, that's cool. To be quite honest, Craig, I'm more of a fan of Ozzy from Black Sabbath right through to No More Tears, and that's about it for me. I haven't really been a huge fan of anything else after. Yeah, so if you guys want to go over to my community page on YouTube, you'll find the polls on there with Def Leppard, Bon Jovi. I'm going to do the Def Leppard response as well, probably this week coming. So I was quite shocked to see some of the response already with the Def Leppard one. Lots of people were asking about Retroactive, and I said, well, it's a compilation album and not really a proper studio album. And so I haven't had many. Don't think I haven't had as many hits on that as the first 5 albums. What else we got on here? Sorry, I'm looking into my screen quite close because I'm trying to read this off of my phone, and it's very small. What Whitesnake album is better? Slide It In or Come and Get It? Ooh, Slide It In, mate. That's to you, Tim. Thank you, Tim, for that comment. Yeah, I'd say Slide It In is better than Come and Get It. But I like the UK version of Slide It In more than the American version. Sorry, guys out there in America. I think that's just because Mickey Moody's on it. You know, it's got a bit more of the old style. So. Right, come on. Questions. There we go. Tim, you like the UK one, Tim? Wow, cool. Hello, Jordan Strang. Hello, mate. Long time no here. It's not my favourite from Ozzy, though. I think my favourite Ozzy album would probably have to be a toss-up between No More Tears, Down to Earth. There's others I really like. Those. Oh, okay. You like the 90s stuff. Down to Earth, Down to Earth. I forgot what year that is now. Somebody put the year of Down to Earth down. Who's the quickest to tell me the year of Down to Earth? I can't remember. I really can't remember when that was now. Was it 2001? Oh, and Kevin likes No More Years. That's better. Tears. What's your take on the Restless Heart Whitesnake album? I actually love the Restless Heart album, Kev. Hello, by the way. Restless Heart was mainly supposed to be David Coverdale's third studio album, solo album, but then they wanted him to keep the Whitesnake name on it, so that's why the UK version says David Coverdale and Whitesnake, and the American one says just Whitesnake Restless Heart. There you go. I'm not sure if that's what it was elsewhere in the world, but Jordan, is that 98 for Ozzy? Down to Earth, Jordan, yeah. Down to Earth had the track Dreamer, I do believe. I think that must have been 2001. I'm sure that's 2001. The 2001, 2002 time. So I remember playing that album when I used to work for a Mercedes BMW dealership, and I used to play that album on the way to work, and that would have been 2002. So Have you heard of Green Day? I'm not into Green Day, mate, but I'm not really into punk. I think the closest I would listen to punk is obviously, well, they are a punk band, and that's Sex Pistols, and that's probably the only thing I ever listen to that's punk. Has Whitesnake's Flesh and Blood grown on you anymore, mate? Do you know what? Yes, in a way, but there's still the couple of annoying songs on it that are still annoying. So the same ones. It's grown on me, but if I pick up a Whitesnake album, it's not that one. The one I want to play in the car. I'll pick up Forevermore for sure, and the older stuff. Forevermore is the best one since the year 2000 for sure. Sorry, 0102 I believe. Yes, I think that's right, Craig. Tim, this dreamer wasn't down to earth. Yes, it was. October 2001 apparently. So I was near there. So, do you like Genesis? What do you think of the Money Making Reunion? What do I think of the Money Making Reunion, Kevin? Yeah, it's a Money Making reunion. Sorry, that's it. Do you know what? Even though last year I got a load of the early Genesis on CD. It was a Fate, and there was a stall there with loads of CDs, and I picked them up for like 20 pence each, and in the end I bought a box set, and the woman didn't even charge me for the CDs, so I got them really free. So I've listened to a few, and I just don't get Genesis. I'm not really into them. I heard that one of the guys I work with now is actually going to watch Genesis in December, so more for him. But no, they don't float my boat like most people. What would you rank the band Cinderella out of 10? And that's from Nicholas. Hello, mate. I would rank Cinderella out of 10. God, that's depends. That's a hard one to do. If you gave me their album, you said which album, I'd probably be able to help you. I don't know if I could rate just the band out of 10. I could probably comparing them to something would be easy. Well, no, because Tom Kiefer's got a very distinctive voice, so it's hard to compare him to somebody else. So yeah, Jordan, yeah, definitely, mate. Bernie Marsden's doing a solo show in your city. Oh wow, and he's playing Ready and Willing. That's cool. In its entirety. Wow, that's awesome, man. God, I wish I could just go to somewhere, like just travel somewhere easy without having to take a flight, book a hotel. Do you ever get into any of the new wave of hair metal stuff like Heat? I don't actually. I think it's just because I've got so much music that I listen to here, and I like to listen to mainly the same things all the time. Some people will go, "Well, don't you ever get bored of it?" And I don't. I'm very into the old school stuff. I'm quite happy to stick on a CD that I've listened to weeks on end and just keep listening to it, and then change it for something, and then go back to the same CD I was playing a few weeks before. So I've never been one for really new music all the time. Some of the bands I'd collect all of their stuff before I moved on to another band. Do you know what I mean? Same with like Europe and Def Leppard back when I first liked rock music, and I collected all of the Europe stuff before I even, well, collected all the Europe and Def Leppard before I even went to, say, Ozzy Osbourne. Do you know what I mean? And I really struggle. I think that's just my autism. I was just obsessed by a couple of things, and it took me a while. It took me a while to get into like Iron Maiden and Metallica and you know, things like that. It took me a while to get into Judas Priest. So that was, I didn't get into them until what, 93? No, sorry, 94 time. 94, 95. Yeah, 95, I think. Yeah, it was 95, yeah. I thought it was 94, but it was 95. When they brought out the Metalworks box set. What do I think of Megadeth's album Risk? Prince of Darkness is a pretty cool song. Insomnia was a good song, but there's a few other songs on there that are pretty naff. Actually, Insomnia is okay, but not. It's nah. Where am I? Oh, I'm getting lost here. Right, here we are. So Nicholas has got 10 out of 10 for Night Songs. 10. Heartbreak Station and Climbing. To be quite honest, I'd say Night Songs I would give an 8.5 out of 10. Long Cold Winter, I wasn't that keen on that. It'd be an 8. Say 7.5 to 8. What else? Heartbreak Station. There's a few good songs on there. I'm not really fussed about that one so much. I'd give that a 7. And Climbing was the very first Cinderella album I ever listened to, and I loved it back then. I would say I'd give Climbing a 7.5 to 8 out of 10. Ever hear the band One Desire? AOR from Finland? No, but I've seen their name on some you know what I mean, like concert festival things in magazines, but never listened to them, Tim. A Europe top 5 to do. Yes, I have, mate. I've got a Europe top 5. Obviously it's going to be the first 5 albums, which is easy because you got Europe, Wings of Tomorrow, Final Countdown, Out of This World, and Prisoners in Paradise. And so that's going to be easy to do because, you know, after that they split up for a while. So where am I? I'm trying to read all this. Do I like Slipknot? I love Stone Sour more than Slipknot. I'm not really, actually no, I love Stone Sour, but I'm not a huge fan of Slipknot. I like Corey Taylor's voice. I like the songs by Stone Sour a lot more. Thanks, Jack, for that. Where am I? Oh, CB Fall, hello. What made you a fan of Queen? My uncle. And I think it runs in the genes a bit. It was only about 3 or 4 years ago that I found out that my mum was a huge Queen fan. She never really owned any of their stuff when she was a kid. but she loved their songs and used to play them on the radio. I think, or she might have had some records, I'm not sure. But she loved Queen, and my uncle, her brother, he had a cassette of Live Magic in his with his cassettes, and I used to borrow it, and I got obsessed with Queen from then on, and that would have been around 1987 time. I used to listen to that in 1987, 88 time, and I remember him used to play. He used to play it like when I go out in his car on the odd occasion, like that would have been 86, I suppose, when I was 10. So yeah, it was my uncle, and now my daughter is a huge fan of Queen as well. I know you do your music on CD, but what is your viewpoint on digital downloading of music on Spotify or Apple Music? I only use iTunes when I want to put my CDs onto it to make compilations, make up my own CDs, or make up my stuff from my iPod. Digital, I don't ever download anything. I think the only time I've ever downloaded something, Craig, is off of YouTube. If there's a song by an artist that was never released in the shops or released ever, if it was a demo, or that's the only time I download something. Other than that, I will just wait till I can get the CD, or I will just use my phone or computer and play it on YouTube and just listen to it like that. I'm not really I've never used Spotify. My mate Wayne, who I showed a load of his records recently, he uses Spotify. I just don't. I use YouTube and I use iTunes just to copy my music to make compilations up on my iPod. So that's it. Cheers for that though. And you do both physical at home, and then you also download the album to your phone, so I can easily keep it on me. Yeah, that's more or less what I do, but I don't really download anything to my phone, because my phone's always full of YouTube videos that I've forgotten to delete, things I've made to upload to YouTube, and it's used up loads of memory, and normally I forget to delete them, and my phone goes, you've got no more memory. So yeah, I tend to not I use my iPod, and that's about it for music. What we got here? Bridman Marin. Hi, about your Def Leppard collection. Since what year did you start? Def Leppard, I found Pour Some Sugar on Me 7-inch, probably about 1988, I suppose, late 87, early 88, in a like a jumble sale thing, where people put tables out with all their rubbish, and you go through it, and I found this single. I'd seen Def Leppard on Top of the Pops do the song Animal and Pour Some Sugar on Me. Didn't own anything by them. Picked up this single for about 20 pence, 50 pence or whatever. Took it home, was obsessed with listening to Pour Some Sugar on Me, and the B-side was I Want to Be Your Hero. I played I Want to Be Your Hero more than I played Pour Some Sugar on Me, and I still have that single to this day. So there you go. So that would have been late 87, early 88. So Craig Gilly, sorry. One Desire has a new album coming out soon, a couple of months, I think. is there another Def Leppard list in the works? If you've checked my community page, Nicholas, I put in the Slang album Onwards. I couldn't put Retroactive because it's a compilation album of old B-sides, unfinished songs, rarities, stuff like that. So Retroactive to me and to most diehard Def Leppard fans is a compilation. Same with the album Yeah, which is just a covers album. I didn't do that. So that one goes up to the last album, so which is 2015's Def Leppard album, which I can't believe is 5 years old already. My God. And I've hardly even listened to it that much. Favorite Pantera song? Mine would be Cemetery Gates, John Tyler. What's your favorite band? Def Leppard. Sorry, blah, blah. Whitesnake. That's from Austin Johnson. Hello, CB. Here we go. That's really cool. Austin Johnson. Do you like Aerosmith? I like most of it. I don't mind Aerosmith. I've got probably nearly all the stuff they've done, album wise, and I actually really enjoyed the last album they did, which was the Dimension one. You remember the one? What was it called again? I actually enjoyed that album. I really did. That was what, 2012 time? 2012, 2013? And a lot of people didn't like it, but I did. Right, Nicholas has got a situation there. I need to watch your new video, but I must watch this first. Hello. That's cool. How's the island coping with this virus? Hello, Redcomb Music. The island is... We've had our first person with this virus. It was in the news today. I obviously went out and bought loads of toilet roll. The shelves in the shop were running out of toilet roll. I don't know. The only reason why I went and bought toilet roll today was because I was worried that I wouldn't get any, just for normal reasons, not because I'm some crazed lunatic that is worrying about catching coronavirus, because I ain't. Maybe if I was an old person, I'd be worried about it, but it's all just hype. There's more people dying in the world from other diseases and stuff, and flus and stuff like that, than just this coronavirus. I don't know. So yeah. But yeah, the island is letting people in with coronavirus, because they had this person come in on a plane with coronavirus, coming from somewhere that was known that had coronavirus, and they didn't even quarantine the person. Okay, and that's terrible of Guernsey, in the Channel Islands. That's where I am. For them not to quarantine people that have come from a certain place is just, that's asking for trouble. So yeah, this person's got coronavirus, and it was confirmed today, and there might even be a second, but they've not mentioned that. It's just a rumor going around. So, but no one's actually died yet. So here we go. Right, here we go. I hope everyone out there is coping with corona. There is a really funny video out there, which is not my Sharona, but it's my Corona. Have you checked it out on YouTube? It's funny. Right, enough of that. Do you get any of the down and out stuff? I really want that, Kevin Siddle. I really want the down and out stuff, but I haven't got any of it yet. 3 buns, me. Oh, the three bands that got you into hard rock and heavy metal were Def Leppard, Poison, and Whitesnake. That's cool. Yes, Whitesnake and Def Leppard were very early on. Well, yeah, Whitesnake and Def Leppard, Europe for me, were the first lot. And Poison, I actually bought on Skinny Bop when that came out on single. God, I actually listened to that song today on Skinny Bop and just thought, why did I buy this? That was back in '88. Music from Another Dimension. Yes, that's the one. Thank you, Austin. And then it just grew from there. Megadeth, yes. Megadeth I got into when the song Symphony of Destruction was in the charts. And when I saw that video and that song, I just was like, wow, this is pretty damn cool. And then I went and bought Rust in Peace and not Countdown. No, I bought Countdown pretty much straight after. So the reason I asked you about Cinderella albums was because I recently got Cinderella Mercury Years box set. Oh, okay. I haven't got that one. I haven't got the Mercury Years box set. No. But I do really want Still Climbing on CD because I used to own it and I got rid of it to somebody that really was into Cinderella, but he couldn't get hold of the albums. And I thought, well, I don't listen to it anymore, so you can have it. Gave me some cash for it, and I was like, okay, cool. And then I never saw the guy again, but that was because he had some terminal illness, and I think something bad happened to him, but I will never know. But at least I knew that I gave him some Cinderella albums that he was really, which really cheered him up, and I did my good deed. Even though he was insistent on giving me money for him, and I said no, you can have him. And but at least I can think to myself, well, hopefully he got some real sort of listening pleasure out of those CDs before whatever happened to him happened, because I've never seen the guy ever since, so, which is a shame. Where are we? Oh my god, whoa, what's this? Oh my god, it's Mr. Madonna's on here. What were there? Oh my god, look at this. Mr. Vladimir. Oh, we're there. Oh, favorite, sorry, John Tyler. Favorite Van Halen album with Sammy Hagar. Yours is 5150. I'd say mine is FUCK, if you know what I mean. Nicholas Spears is a diehard David Lee Roth fan. Probably best not watch my Van Halen rating of albums, because might be a bit shocked. So just having one of these things. I don't know what they are, but they got peanut butter in them. Make me fat. Right. If any of you people are alarmed by Mr. Vladimir here, where is that bloody Madonna collection video you promised? Oh, Mr. Vladimir, when are you going to get this new album out? You ain't going to get no Madonna collection from me, mate. I'll do a Kylie Minogue one, though. I haven't got any albums, but I've got loads of singles. And that's not because I like her. I collected them from my daughter, and she didn't want them. Oh my god. Those original pressings from 1989 to 1991, super rare to get. Which pressings is that, Redco? What are you talking about now? Is that the? Is that the? Oh God, is that Cinderella? You talking Cinderella, or what were we talking about before? I can't think now. Kevin's laughing. What's the band you hate the most out of everyone you've ever heard, John? Oh God, here we go. Right. Not in a gay way. So Austin, we might annoy Mr. There. We might annoy Mr. Nicholas Spears here if I say something. Nicholas Spears, put your fingers over your ears, mate. So Austin Johnson, the band that I hate the most would be there's actually quite a few. I've been known to slag off. Nicholas, I hope you got your fingers in your ears still. I've been known to slag off Van Halen version, Van Halen with David Lee Roth, because I really don't like David Lee Roth. I'm not a fan of David Lee Roth. I'm sorry if I offend anybody. Some people will say, yeah, but John, we've seen that you've got some David Lee Roth records. That's because I'm trying to get rid of them and no one else wants them where I live. I like Sammy Hagar version of Van Halen. The other band that I don't like, and I'm going to get some slack for this, is Rush. But there are many other bands I don't like. But those are two off the top of my head. And it's not, I think Neil Peart was a great drummer. Alex Lifeson is a great guitarist. And I think he's quite funny, actually, from what interviews I've seen. And very softly spoken. And Geddy Lee is, again, a nice person. But Geddy Lee's voice when he sings gets on my frickin' wick. And I don't know what it is. I think I'd sooner have the dentist drill. And David Lee Roth, on the other hand, is someone that his ego is bigger than the rest of Van Halen put together. And that says quite a bit, you know. I think his ego is bigger than Sammy Hagar, both Van Halen brothers, and probably more than some of the guys. Actually, Poison are another band. I like a lot of their songs, but the band are just, they get on my wick. Sorry. I'm really sorry if I offended anybody. But yeah, there's three bands that, yeah, okay. Right, let's get back to something else. Right, can we not have any more questions about Van Halen, Poison, or Rush? Thank you. Thank you, Austin Johnson, for making me come and say things that have got me in trouble in the past. Yes, updated. You want an updated Bon Jovi collection? I will try my best. I haven't been buying a lot of Bon Jovi, so I will do my best, mate. Do I like Rat? Yes, I like Rat. And Austin Johnson. Oh, you absolutely hate Fine Young Cannibals. I'd agree with you there. Even though I used to listen to the Raw and the Cooked album, which my uncle owned, and I liked it a bit, but that was a long time ago. That was That was when I wasn't very when I was quite clueless about music. By the way, when I sent you the updated 29, yes, we had a completely different one, just the same cover for all the full as we got our new drummer. Make a new tour book collection video. You want me to make a new tour book collection video, Mr. Vladimir? I will do that for you, mate. When are you going to get this new album out? Right. You got any new ones, by the way? No, I haven't. No more new tour books. I've struggled to. I haven't really been buying things, Mr. Vladimir. Right. Oh no, it's okay. We have different opinions, but dear God, worse than Madonna. Don't get Madonna fan. Don't get. I can't stand Madonna. But Mr. Vladimir, he wants to see, you know, he wants to see a Madonna collection. Any of you guys got a Madonna collection video that he can watch and pleasure himself with? Sorry, Mr. Vladimir. Anyway, I want to know why you're Mr. Vladimir. And yes, you need to change your thingy. Right, your name. Because I know you're not Mr. Vladimir. Right, here we go. Have you seen the video of David Lee Roth trying to sing in Vegas? Awful is an understatement. Diehard fans say he was. Shit, his voice has gone. Give up. Is that? I remember watching the video of David Lee Roth where he smacked himself in the face with the mic. This mic stand, was it the mic stand? And his nose or something started pouring out of blood. It was his nose. That was quite satisfying. I enjoyed that. Nicholas, Kevin, I avoid that on purpose. Do you ever get into Crocus at all? Just listen to them over my weekend. Do you know what? I love the song, the Crocus song. What's it? Something. What is it called now? Screaming in the Night. I love that song. That is a killer song. I must get into more Crocus. I do. Someone sent me a Crocus 12-inch and it was a cover of Ballroom Blitz, and I can't stand that song, Ballroom Blitz. Kevin agrees with me about VH. If Poison, Van Halen and Rush ever toured together, what side dish would you have with your potatoes? Oh my God, mate. Oh, you're mad. Madonna would be the she would be the what do they call it now? Special guest. Especially for that lineup. It's like the whole Def Leppard thing with Poison and Motley Crue. Why couldn't they do Def Leppard? Why couldn't Def Leppard go and tour with someone like Thunder and I don't know, the new band with Toby Jepson. What's it called again? I forgot. Why can't they go and tour with them or something instead of these? Instead of Poison. My God, why would you choose Poison? Oh, they're just naff. Right, here we go. Nicholas, bad. Again, not Vladimir, you silly sod. What? Vladimir. Vladimir. It's King of the Ocean or something. I like that in Spanish. And one of my middle names. Ah, Vladimir. Vladimir. Oh, why can't you just... You need to change it to something like OZ. I think if you put OZ as your name, that would be better. Yeah? Have you decided on a picture for your album yet, mate? That's what I want to know. Mr. Vladimir. Message me later, Mr. Vladimir. Leave it to you, John, to laugh at you. Oh, I was laughing, mate. I thought it was quite hilarious when he smacked himself in the face with the mic stand. Because he was just showing off. That was just so funny. Have you ever heard of Mudhoney? I've heard of them. Never heard their songs though, mate. Sorry. Is that a grungy sort of band? I don't know. Not sure. Do you like the band REO Speedwagon? Do I? Yes, I do, Cameron. Hello, Cameron. You've been making lots of videos lately. Mr. Kevin Siddle. Thunder are shit. Thunder are great, mate. Wayward Sons, that's the band with Toby Jepson. If anybody wants to see a good British rock band, go and check out Wayward Sons. Their videos are funny at the moment. I enjoy them. They're pretty cool. Would you kick Brett Michaels for $1 billion? Oh, would I? Oh, I thought you said kick him. Kiss him. For $1 billion. I'd have to think about that. Of course I would. He's going to come back with the gay jokes now. Watch out, Mr. Vladimir. I'd even kiss you for $1 billion, mate. Right. I think one of my favourite bands is Metal Church. Love that band. Oh, that's from Craig Gilley. Austin. Austin's asking, what are your favourite... Sorry, I'll read that again. What are your top 10 favourite bands? Oh my God. Oh God, I can do my top 5. Top 10. There is a video somewhere on YouTube of my top 10. But I can do my top 5 straight off. Whitesnake 1. At the moment, Def Leppard number 2. Number 3, Judas Priest. Number 4 would be some Iron Maiden. Number 5 would be Ozzy. There would be Europe in the top 10. There would be who else? God. Black Sabbath would be in top 10. That's the only ones I can give you at the moment. Nicholas has got Austin. I can give you top 4: Def Leppard, Poison, Motley Crue, and Whitesnake. Cool. I didn't know you had a video. Oh, that's all right, Austin. My video is quite old now. Probably from about 2 years ago. So if you want to go and check that out, it's definitely not last year. I didn't do it last year. I did it a year before, I think. But then I've been doing, I have got over 1,300 videos on YouTube. So you just have to go on my channel, go on the search bit, and put in top 10 favorite albums, or top 5, or top 20. I think I might have done top 20 at some point, not sure. But yeah, there is over 1,300 videos on my channel, to all you new people. So just go and have a look. Some of them are a bit mad. Some of them are, when I first started, were very sort of like nervous as hell. And some of them I'm just a bit bonkers, to be quite honest. But yeah, there you go. I'm over here, kissy face. And Kevin's taken a message down because he's either misspelt something, or it was something insulting. No, chick. I didn't know you had a video. That's what I've just read. Nicholas is laughing his head off there. Look. And Craig Gilly. Favorite Whitesnake album? I think mine's I think yours is Slip of the Tongue. Is it, Craig? My favorite Whitesnake album. Oh my god! I've done a video on this ages ago, and I had to do my best, my favorite of the 70s, favorite of the 80s, and do it that way. Or was it the favorite with the first incarnation of the band, and my favorite from Slide It In onwards, like that. Oh, sorry. Pardon me. It was pardon me for being so rude. It was not me. It was my food. Ugh, what film was that from? Right. My favorite Whitesnake album would be, oh god, Love Hunter. There we go. And if it's from the later period, it would be I think Slide It In is pretty damn cool now. I've come to love that album a lot more than I did, say, 20 years ago. So your top 5 is way different. Go on in, Austin. Do your top 5, mate. Nicholas Spears, top 3 albums ever. My god. Shall I do a video response for that? Top 3 albums ever. My god. Out of everything I own. Oh my god. Right. Let's see if anybody else can do that. I might put that as a post, and I want you guys to comment on it. I will do it on the community side of my channel, and I want everyone to put their top 3 albums ever in response. Or you can put it in the bottom of this. When this goes onto YouTube, if you want to look back and put in your best albums, but put in my top 3 best albums, and then put your response underneath what you've written on there. So I want to see what everybody's top 3 albums ever are, by anybody. Doesn't matter what genre it is, just put it on there. That'd be awesome. And if anybody can put up thumbs up for my video, that'd be cool. That's awesome. Who else is on it at the moment? Oh, we got it. Right, Cameron. Hello, mate. I only know 2 Whitesnake songs, but they're a good band. Yes, mate. If you want to hear, I don't know what songs you've heard. You've probably heard the ones. Just a little known song called "Here I Go Again." It's probably been played more times than song Happy Birthday. And another one called Is This Love? Or maybe Still of the Night. Don't know. You have to tell me what ones you've heard. But yeah, go and check out the albums by Whitesnake, mate. You might like it. Austin's put Aerosmith, Kiss, Motley Crue, Queen, and The Doors. I listen to all of those actually, Austin, but I don't listen to The Doors. I don't really want a video. I would rather a post. Okay, Mr. Nicholas Spears, I will do you a post. I will definitely leave a like. You are my go-to YouTuber. Thank you, Nicholas. You've just done it, haven't you? It's 1 to 5. Cool. Anybody else who can put me a like or anything like that they want to do, or recommend me to any of your friends, or share my videos to you, any other media, that would be awesome, because it's always nice to get noticed. So thank you, Nicholas. Do you ever listen to any Christian metal music at all? If so, what bands do you listen to on the Christian side of the spectrum? I don't. What did I listen to? I don't know. I don't. I had some Striper albums, but I never listened to them. And I had an album by a band called Mass, which I never listened to. And then I think I don't know if they were a Christian band, but there was a band that did an album called I've got to look it up. But there was a band that I had an album, and they were this was a very long time ago. This would have been like the mid-90s. I had this album, and they had a song called, I think it was called Test for Leprosy or something like that. And I can't think what the band were, and they were Tourniquet. The band were called Tourniquet, and they had an album called Stop the Bleeding. Now, I don't know if they were a Christian band, but there was a few things in the lyrics that were to do with like I think the Bible. And I used to listen to like the songs, and I just thought the guitar work on it was great, but I really didn't enjoy it, so I got rid of it. So I'm not really into God, so if I get a thumbs down for that, I'm sorry, that I'm just not religious. I don't follow any religion except for music, and that's about it. So that's my go-to thing. And yes, right, what have we got next? Mr. Vladimir, if the 1987 album lineup actually didn't get fired, how different do you think Whitesnake would be since? How different? I don't know. It's really hard to say. I can honestly say that I actually liked Steve Vai being in the band for 89 Slip of the Tongue. Yes, Vivian Campbell in Whitesnake. Yeah, that was pretty cool. We're talking about 87 as in John Sykes, eh? I was thinking of the touring band, sorry. How different? Oh, I don't know. I don't think we would have had the very cool Blue Murder if John Sykes had stayed with Whitesnake. And I don't know. And then we wouldn't have had some of his cool solo stuff either. Who knows? If only we had a time machine to go back to that time and say to David Coverdale, keep that guitarist in the band. Yes. Who knows? But to be quite honest, maybe Whitesnake would have been even bigger than the 87 time. You never know. That's the funny thing about life. So, right, what is next? Tourniquet, you got it right, Craig. How popular Def Leppard would have been if tragedies never happened and they never changed the sound after Hysteria. Do you know what? If Steve Clark had still been alive, that would have been freaking awesome. That Adrenalize album would have been completely redone and much better. I think everything after Hysteria would have been much better. Just imagine that. I don't know. You would. God, if only that Mr. Steve Clark was still alive. You know, it's the same with Randy Rhoads. I know he wouldn't have stayed with Ozzy anyway. He would have gone off and done classical music, but you know, he might have stayed around to do Bark at the Moon or a version of that. But then we wouldn't have had the amazing Jakey Lee and then the amazing Zakk Wylde. So, but I'm sure there's a lot of people out there would have soon have had Randy. So yeah, there you go. It's the same with Steve Clark. You never know, eh? There we go. Brandon Lewis, hello. Tom Pett and the Heartbreaks. The Here Ricketts. Billy Idol and Iron Maiden. I do listen to Tom Petty. Billy Idol, no, but Iron Maiden, yes. Tourniquet vocalist actually sounded similar to King Diamond. Yes, he did actually. Very high pitched, but they were definitely a Christian band. Thank you, Craig. You cleared that up for me. I thought they might have been, but I wasn't sure. Ever heard of Great White or LA Guns? Let me think if I've ever heard of Great White. Or LA Guns. Of course I have. I do have. I've been into Great White since about 92, 93 time. And I have been into LA Guns since, well, just over a year, to be quite honest. My mate gave me a greatest hits and I was like, wow, what have I been missing? They're awesome. So there you go. Ozzy's new album. Brandon Lewis. Yeah, someone asked me about that before, actually, the Ozzy's new album, and I've listened to some of the songs, probably about 8 of them, and but I've not listened to the whole thing. I don't know how many songs are on the whole album. Some of them are okay. I'm still not a huge fan of Ozzy's solo stuff after No More Tears. I like all the early stuff. I think the best album Ozzy's been on since No More Tears would be Black Sabbath 13. That is very killer. Steelheart, I'm not really, I think I've heard one song and that's it. How much longer do you think Ozzy will last? Oh my God, that's a bit of a morbid question. Hey, everyone, look at what Nicholas has written. How many more years, or how long? Yeah, how long do I think Ozzy's gonna last? My God. Geez, let's hope it's another couple of years. I don't think Ozzy will die in our, music-wise. The music will always be there for us. Unfortunately, it all comes to us in the end. So you just got to enjoy it while you can, because it's just really good that a lot of people are praising what he's doing at the moment, and they're all loving it, which is a good thing, because it would be bloody awful to see him all go, oh, well, he should give up by now. He's, and I haven't seen any of that yet. All I've seen on his videos is, oh, Ozzy, like the Prince of Darkness, yeah, awesome, and just really good responses that I've read from other people about Ozzy's new album. And I think I probably read one thing negative, that was it. Where some, when Judas Priest, when, oh, my battery's going low. Yeah, so if my phone dies soon, I'm sorry. And I will have to, I haven't got my charger with me. So I'm going to say bye to you guys now, in case my phone dies, okay? And I will respond to your comments on the YouTube. You know that tube of you? And so I want everyone to go over to my community page and vote for your favourite Ozzy album, your favourite Judas Priest album, and there's Bon Jovi, Def Leppard on there, and yeah, my phone's just come up saying the battery's going really low. So, okay, my reaction was priceless. Thanks, Nicholas. It's been great chatting to all you guys. It's awesome to have you lot following me, and yeah, let's just hope Ozzy's got more than 2 years. Let's just hope Ozzy's got more longer to go than my battery life at the moment. So so if everyone can put a thumbs up on this video, and that would be awesome. And go and check out the video I just uploaded somewhere. It'll be on that side of the screen. You'll see the videos coming down. Yeah, maybe. Or it'll be up in the corner up here somewhere, as they do, some YouTubers do. They don't come like my videos, I don't think. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Cheers. You're all bloody awesome.